Hello, lovers. It's John. To start the new year off right, we figured we would phone it in. So here is a repeat. It was originally broadcast July 21st, 2014. It was titled The Time Cody Took a Road Trip to Nowhere. July 21st is also Josh Hartnett's birthday. So happy birthday, Josh Hartnett.
Because it literally looks like straight out of a horror movie.
It does look like a scene from Saw.
Recomendita la sepelvectentistoi anstata vol mangi vitron estas Sean and John kun Sean kai Sean.
Hey, John.
What?
We're sitting here with a guy, and we have no clue who he is.
It's Cody.
Wait, don't talk too loud. He can hear us.
Yeah. Right
Oh,
here.
Jesus!
He's looking right at you.
Alright, well, you can hear us.
Well-
And how'd you get in here?
The balcony. You guys left the door open. I mean,
This is like the second floor.
good at climbing.
Do you put that on your resume as a skill?
Depending on the job, yeah.
You're like fast typer.
Good
Balcony
at climbing
climber.
balconies.
What floor do you live on?
Now, when you were learning this skill, did you learn in superhero costumes?
No, mostly naked.
That would be... Oh, okay.
In
Ladies
the
and
wintertime.
ladies and gentlemen, who we have with us today is Cody.
Yeah,
It's a
hi.
friend of Sean and mine.
Yay.
And he's the guy at the beginning who introduces us on every
Yeah.
show.
We actually know this fool from film school.
Yeah, I went there.
And for some reason, we have kept in contact with you. And to this day, I still don't know why.
You only have so many people I went to school with, so
Yeah, it's a
That's true.
small pool.
just to relive the memories.
I got a soft spot for you, that's why.
Oh, thanks.
I love you, man. Do you remember back in the day when everyone had pagers? I used to have a pager because everyone else did. But to the
I
point
never
where
had a pager.
someone would page you and you'd look and then you thought to yourself, okay, well now I have to find a phone to listen to the message and see what you wanted. Or it wasn't even, no one would even message you. They would just page you numbers that would spell out boobs or 187 if you didn't like the person. And you could accessorize with it. It would come with different colors and things like that. And now once I think about what a useless invention.
But it was one of those things that was like on the way there. Like if you...
The cell phone was still new.
They probably have such advanced technology right now sitting in their offices or laboratories or whatever they do to create it. And
Totally.
they just think, well, you know, if we put a new faceplate on this or add one more feature, we can make billions of dollars, and we'll just
let's keep them sucking the teeth.
Right now,
That's
right now,
suck the teeth.
the president of Verizon, I guarantee you, has a phone that can give him a blowjob.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Without
for
a
sure.
doubt.
Yeah,
That is like that.
and it swallows.
Oh yeah, that's an extra 99 cents for in the app store.
Yeah. Now it makes me wonder if this phone can swallow. Is it kind of like water, where once you bust in it, will it fuck it up, and you gotta put it in rice to dry it out, or you gotta put it in the sun for a while until it starts working again?
It actually makes it more powerful.
Powered by semen.
That's how you charge it. You bust a nut in it, and all of a sudden you got 100%.
That's why they don't want to release that.
Now you know.
Because they'd never be able to make money on it.
You know how cool that would
That'd be
be.
a stupid idea.
That would be horrible.
You know how awesome that would be. But not only that, that would just be another way for the government and the corporations to have control over you, because you're literally putting your DNA in it, and then it will send your DNA to a database, and all of a sudden they know that you're this place and that place.
So you could.
I was
wipe
just concerned
your
about having to see
forehead
guys at
sweat
the
with
bus
it?
stop fuck their phone. I hadn't even considered that.
Think about
Oh,
that.
it's almost dead.
Oh, I got 2
Filled it
bars. I
up.
better fuck the shit out of this. Hold on. You're on an important
Conference calls.
thank you. And all of a sudden, everybody's phone is about to die in the conference, and you just hear people, the whole board of directors masturbating. It's like, hold on one sec, guys. We may have to recharge.
In your
just
pitch of
tiresome.
all of this, where do you equate this as a great idea again?
You know, now that we've brainstormed it,
Really
it's not a
considered
great
it.
idea.
It's actually...
I just am pro masturbation, so maybe I don't know.
Some people will be very
Pro
into
phone.
it.
You guys don't even know us, but I'm masturbating right now.
That makes sense.
I
You
can
see my
appreciate-
shoulder going up and down?
I can appreciate talent when I see it.
That could be a new lock as opposed to a password. You literally have to nut in it so your phone recognizes who you are.
That's how you answer a call.
That's an even worse idea because now everybody has to jerk off on their phone every time they pick it up in the bus to.
It's like, I've already nutted twice. I'm dry. I just want to make a phone
This
call.
is how society collapses.
That's
all
also how some
constantly jerk
people
off
get
and
work.
masturbate.
They have a lot of dexterity, have a lot of load in them, enjoy masturbating.
Did you just say they have a lot of load in them?
Yeah. Cum loads. No?
I understood what the loads meant. You didn't have to specify cum loads. Jesus.
C-U-M, not C-O-M-E. Just in case you were still confused.
I'm not confused, but I wish I was.
All over your screen. So
Okay.
I do have a story. It's a road trip story. Good adventure tale.
Sweet.
It was like a Friday night. It was just watched Into the Wild.
I guess that makes it all right.
If no one's seen the movie, spoiler alert, the guy poisons himself at the end and dies. But this somehow motivated you to go on this road trip.
Yeah, I felt like, it was a good idea up until
I'd just
that
like
part.
to say I didn't see Into the Wild yet.
Aha.
You're gonna learn something. He dies at the end.
Yeah.
And he has a good time up until that part. I decide I want to go on a little mini adventure. I want to spend the weekend doing something crazy. A little solo adventure because I don't have any friends.
This is true.
What
I've known you for a while now, and...
What am I, chopped liver here?
Well, I'm not his friend.
Are
and
you
I'll
down
admit it.
to go on random road trips to nowhere?
No, but that doesn't mean I'm not your friend.
I love how he pitched that, too. You want to go on a road trip to nowhere? And then
We
all
don't
of a sudden
even
just
know where we're going.
80s metal music comes on. Redemption on the skyline!
How come you can sing? My heart's broken.
Because I have a beautiful voice.
Oh, that's delusional. So you go on a road trip to nowhere, Cody. Wow.
So,
This
okay,
shows the
that's
show
the title of the
went so
show.
off the fucking rails.
Road Trip to Nowhere.
Yeah, I decide I'm gonna go Whistler. Sleep in an abandoned train crash. I went there before, like a year before. It's a popular biking spot. It's like this crash that happened in the 50s that CN Rail just rode off. It's like, that didn't happen. Just leave it there.
Give me a
It's fine.
second here.
Okay.
I'm going to look up something on my
Didn't exist.
phone.
Okay, so now while
You
John's
saying-
looking this up.
Sleeping in an abandoned train car. Yep, that's the definition of insane right there. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, it's on Wikipedia.
So seriously, I'm going back. You decided I'm a little stuck on sleeping in an abandoned train car because I can picture hobos doing that and nobody else.
The idea wasn't to sleep in
Just
a train
around
car.
it.
Yeah, because it was like a flatlands, very pristine,
Okay, so
Okay.
gorgeous area to sleep around.
okay, now I have a question. You said it's a popular biking site. When you arrived there, was there a lot of people there?
No. Well, I left at 7 at night.
Well, it doesn't sound very popular to me.
Who's biking at night?
You?
Mountain
Vampires.
biking.
You and vampires.
Vampire bikers.
It was 7 p.m.
Okay.
I was very hasty on it. I was like, I know where I'm going to go. So I just start packing all my shit, take my 8-man tent. Everything's in there. Everything's in there.
Why do you have an 8-man tent?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Do you
hand-me-down.
invite people?
Can everybody named Cody put their hand up? Oh, it's just one person. Why do you have an 8-man tent?
That's a hand-me-down, man.
Okay.
It's like one of my first little camping trips. So I
Okay, I
didn't
can dig that.
understand that 8-man tent is probably a little bit excessive for one human
Very
being.
excessive.
Stretch out.
Yeah. I only
Put a
take
nice
up like
Chesterfield
a
in one corner. Campfire in the other corner.
of the tent.
Okay, so,
Okay, so you decided to go on this road trip. Boom, go.
you're in Whistler. Boom, go. You made it to the top of the hill. Boom, go. You
Yeah.
fell down, broke your leg. Boom, go. All right, good story. See you later.
Go.
One thing I should note is this is a very spontaneous road trip, and I didn't really tell anyone about this. It was like just so rushy to get out there.
You're just so jacked after watching Into the Wild.
Yeah, like gotta
Let's do this!
Gotta go, man. I get to Whistler around like 10:30 at night, and I noticed that as soon as I parked my car, my odometer rolled over to 333,000 kilometers and 333.
So all threes.
6
3333333, which adds up to 666.
Yeah, if you double
Just
it.
saying.
We're just a bunch of threes. Aren't threes lucky?
You're
No,
halfway.
it is a bunch of threes.
You're
that
halfway
add up to
towards
666.
Yeah, towards the devil visiting you. Okay, so when you go on this trip, did you bring any supplies? Because you're camping. Did food? Like, what kind of food did you bring?
Brought like a chocolate bar, maybe 2 chocolate bars, and about like 12 beers.
Ranger Rick over here.
Dude, I'm so close to Whistler that I was like,
You definitely were not a Boy Scout like John. Did you bring porno too?
I also brought a bunch of popsicles.
And they were melted by the time you got up there.
Yeah, it made everything a lot more frustrating. So I get my bike out, start packing all my shit, and I realized
Sorry.
that my bag is just like so heavy. There's like 12 beers in there. This tent is ridiculously huge. And I brought like 2 pillows for some reason. And if you ever go camping, you don't even fucking need a pillow. Just use your backpack. So I'm biking to the destination, and luckily, first part of this trail, it goes along the train tracks because the train crashed right beside the tracks. But once
Makes
you get to
sense.
the train crash, there's no signs or anything. There's no actually trails that go directly to it. So I walked by it, and I walked for about another 30 minutes on the train tracks before I realized, I think I passed it. I got to a fucking bridge, and I was like, this is too far. I'm not going across it either. That's some Stand By Me moment right there. Just waiting to happen. And that was when I knew. It was like, yeah, nah, I should have a beer now and think about this.
You know what? That's the first smart thing you've said on this whole road trip.
Maybe I should turn back. I'll just go into the woods and I'll eventually find it. And so I'm walking back, and eventually I actually do see a trail that goes into the bush where I need to go.
Now, what
So,
time is this?
About 11 at night now.
So it's pitch dark.
Oh yeah,
There's
I had
not
a
a
tiny
human in sight.
flashlight on my bike that maybe illuminated 2 feet in front of me. So yes, I go into the bush on my bike, and right when I go into the bush, I fucking biff it. It's like I'm off kilter, not very well balanced. So I biff it, and I end up bending my rim just enough where I have to take off my back brake in order to ride.
Man,
So for the rest of this little trip, I only have a front brake on my bike.
this is a perfect first half of Act 2 in a movie. This could be a movie.
Who would play me, though?
You.
No, Mark Ruffalo. A young Mark Ruffalo would play you. Look at him.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm 23 years old. I'm pretty sure Mark Ruffalo is like 40.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Something.
Young. We need a time machine for this. I'm not saying it's a very
Alright.
plausible idea, but
He's got to wear a mask.
no. But that's not realistic. My pitch is that we build a time machine, go back in time, find 20-ish-year-old Mark Ruffalo. He can, go a few years either way. Bring him back to this time stream. We may kill the present Mark Ruffalo doing that, but then we produce a movie about this story starring young him as you.
You realize
Build a
if
time
you
machine
pitched
for
this
100
to a
grand.
producer and your opening statement was, we build a time machine, your pitch would end right there. The producer would
Because he'd
leave.
be like,
Why
let me
would the
break
movie
out
be
the
about
champagne.
that?
What?
Why would the movie be about building a time machine? That's a far more interesting movie.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo's not going to star in that.
He hates time machines.
Young Mark Ruffalo
Go.
has fucked up his back.
Oiled,
wheel.
no shirt on, glistening, go.
He's fucked up his back.
Biking
brakes.
through the woods
Yeah.
at 11 at night, no back brakes. And this is like it's pretty difficult mountain biking trail. It's like a legit mountain biking trail. They have those ramps and shit.
Oh, like jumps and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm actually biking on that, and I can only see 2 feet in front of me. And for some reason, I am still biking. It's like, I want to get to this spot now. No more of this frolicking about in the woods. I can feel I'm this close.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt you again, but you got lost, banged your bike up. That's frolicking?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now there's like crazy extreme sport ramps.
Didn't even get to the ramps.
You didn't get to the ramps?
No. Finally, a back brake. Once I saw him, I was like, fuck that shit. Slam on the front brake, and yeah, obviously I went head over heels
And then
into the dirt.
And you
into a
actually
bush.
yelled that out verbally, and then you looked around and no one was there to validate, and you're like, no, well, and you just keep riding.
So I get to the boxcar, finally, and go up to the first one. And the first one, it's laying down flat, so like the floor is actually on the ground of the forest. And it's still intact. And I look inside, and I see someone has actually assembled a bed inside this boxcar.
So what, there's just a mattress and a...
Well, it's like a foam, and I had a cover over it and a shitty little pillow.
And then you turned
And
around.
you lost your
left.
pillows at this point.
But then I was like, I don't trust that. That looks like a Whistler teenage sex spot right there.
I'm gonna go with deranged hobo hideout.
Either way,
Maybe.
there's bodily fluid on it.
Yeah, there's things
And
I do
crabs.
not want to be laying beside. So I go a bit further down. I finally get to like the main train crash area, and it's a pretty popular night spot. Not tonight because
The Vampire Bikers Road.
Yeah.
Fuck with them.
Again, you try to validate that it's a popular site and no one's around.
yeah. It had traces though. There was fires. There was crosses.
Fingers.
Who knows
Crosses?
why?
That's creepy.
Like the grave
Graves,
markers in
yeah.
the ground?
I think they were more of a joke.
Is
hope
that what you just told yourself?
Yeah,
Hang
that
out
was
in the weirdest
I told
places.
myself.
Okay, so you're in the middle of this ghost town boxcar hobo teen fuck center.
That's actually what the
Basically,
sign
yeah.
says. You are now entering.
Teen fuck center
Yeah.
boxcar biking area. I pull out my tent.
Your 8-man tent.
Yeah, my 8-man tent. I get all the poles out. There's probably like 30 poles, and I get the fly out, and then I realize there's nothing else in this bag except for a really fucking heavy hammer. So I realized
To kill yourself with if you want to commit suicide.
yeah. I was
like
so
a hobo.
hasty to take the bag with me. I didn't even realize I forgot the actual fucking tent.
Nice.
So I
You're
dragged
just so
this,
jacked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my nature on.
Candleless or whatever the fuck that guy's name is, and Into the Wild, he didn't bring a tent.
He didn't.
He also killed himself in the end, so I've heard.
Well, that was berries. I
Spoiler
don't think
alert.
He did on purpose. I wasn't really into eating berries, so
Why would you? You had beer.
yeah, I had lots of beer left. So like 8. So I have another beer because I'm fucking stressed now. So I'm like, I'm just sleeping in one of the boxcars. It's protected. It's a nice night even. So I find one without the bed, and it's still got parts of the floor that are intact. So I'm like, I set up my sleeping bag. I still had one pillow left. So I like set it up nice and cozy.
And again, you have told no one about your whereabouts.
Yeah, no one is aware. No one has actually even seen me on this trail either because it's nighttime.
How is this still a good idea?
Oh,
in
this
your
stopped
brain?
being a good idea.
Honestly, do you have a
When you drop
conscience?
the first pillow is a bad idea.
Wasn't there any kind of red flags in your head saying maybe I should turn back? Did that ever cross your mind? Ever?
No, I didn't really feel like I was in a major danger. I didn't feel like I could die out here because I'm like 15-minute walk from Whistler.
You now you said you had a picture of this boxcar you slept in.
There's actually like a really happy critter right beside the sleeping bag, painted on the train.
Jesus fucking
So
Christ.
describe what you're looking at, John.
It's a twisted, banged up, dented inside of a boxcar with gang tags and spray paint everywhere.
Is there any inkling of safety in that photo?
By safety, do you mean brutal murdering by a knife-wielding psycho, likely while he rapes your ocular cavity?
Yes.
Then yes, no, this is fucked up. Here you go. We have to put that on our Facebook.
Oh my god. At night, too. I wouldn't even want to go in here during the day.
Yeah, seriously.
With a SWAT team, okay? Let alone at nighttime by myself and I'm fucking drunk.
So I end up trying to sleep in this boxcar, but very quickly I realized that I'm not the only inhabitant of this boxcar.
Oh my god, there was a hobo in there.
No, even worse.
2 hobos.
About 10,000 spiders.
And I'm done.
Holy
I
shit.
didn't really realize that when
It's literally a breeding ground for spiders. That you just walk in their sex nest and they're wondering, who the fuck is this guy?
I think I managed to sway them off by I made a circle of beer around my sleeping area. I heard that actually works.
What, the spiders are afraid of beer?
Yeah, they are. Mosquitoes never bite drunk people either.
That's not true at all.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't feel it.
That's true.
There you go, yeah.
That makes a little bit of sense. Anyways, I do end up falling asleep, and it's a very peaceful night, like barely any wind, very pristine. I can kind of
hate
hear the
wind.
cars on the highway. I woke up, or I had a dream that I was in this boxcar before it crashed. Like I was just going along like a train hobo would, taking a nap in the boxcar, and all of a sudden I feel this rumbling.
You know what train
feeling.
hobos do?
Yeah.
Is the dude.
Feel this rumbling feeling, and it just shakes me awake like the train's about to crash.
I just like how you titled yourself as a hobo. It's like, what kind of hobo are you? I'm a train hobo. I'm an alleyway hobo.
Well, no, a hobo is a guy who rides on the train.
train
Yeah.
hobos.
No, that is the description of a hobo. Guy who rides trains around. So anyways...
So you watched Into the Wild and you said you're going to go on a camping trip in which you will not tell a soul because you want to experience being a hobo.
Hobo life.
Well, doesn't that sound fun?
No. No, not at all.
John, you want to get that one?
Yeah, no, I think I got it. I think I answered that as much as it needs.
Yep.
You guys are a bunch of downers.
You wake up and you survive the night, obviously.
Yeah. Well, no, I was saying I was having a dream, and I was in the boxcar sleeping. This was before this boxcar crashed, like 1950s. And all of a sudden it starts rumbling, like it's derailing. But then I jolt awake, and all of a sudden I hear a freaking train whistle. And the train just blasts by me, probably 60 feet away. And I like get out to go check it out. I'm actually kind of still stuck in my sleeping bag. Hopping out.
Fall on your face.
You just can't.
Fucking train, I'm trying to sleep here.
The zipper's jammed. Now I gotta wear this.
Just the head popping out, full of spider bites.
Someone's trying to sleep here.
And then right when I get out of the boxcar, there's a fucking mountain biker right there. And he's like, hey there. I'm like, yo, what's up, man?
And you're wearing your sleeping bag.
Yeah, still. I'm slowly zipping myself out of it, struggling.
Your face is just full of spider bites. Hey dude, what's up? It's like, you don't have any ointment for these bites, do you?
Did you sleep there? Like, yeah, I kind of forgot my tent.
And then he rode away as fast as possible.
Kinda, he like pedaled off. And it was like, should probably get out of here now.
People know that I'm here.
Yeah.
This experience is ruined.
This is a popular place. I don't
Before
want to
like a bunch of kids on their bikes come along and start laughing at me. It's like, he doesn't even know there's a campground right over there.
Because that's what happens in Whistler. Hey, gang, come on. There's a guy who slept in the boxcar and doesn't even know there's a campground. Let's go point and laugh at him.
I love probably on the other side of the railroad, there is a huge campsite, but you're on the exact
Flashing
opposite. Sleeping in a boxcar.
Felt more genuine.
Genuine. They're more genuine.
So
You keep saying words like genuine and fun and peaceful. And
Pristine.
it makes me start to think, for your birthday, I'm going to buy you a dictionary.
I think you have to be there to experience it.
Fair enough.
It felt very much like freedom in a way, where I was able to do this. I was able to survive through it.
So you went on a popular murdering site, and the accomplishment was you're still alive.
Get murdered.
It's like sleeping overnight in a haunted house.
Again, not something I'm really eager to do.
Well, you know how easy it is to die on the grouse grind or get hurt?
Oh, that was a fun episode, wasn't it? Probably, I'm sure. Yeah. All right. So check us out at seanandjohn.com, and you can find links to Facebook and YouTube and all our cool social media. And as always, goodbye, lovers.